let's get into some anime, guys. Anime recommendations. It's the holidays. We're looking at people traveling, getting back together, and you might be that one weeb in the household who just knows it's only going to take one show or one movie to convert some of your family members. Well, good news for you guys. I've actually picked out a few things that should appeal to essentially someone in anyone's family. So there's a little something here for everybody. That's not that every one of these picks is for everybody, but everybody can find something in out of one of these picks. And I'll go over who they're for as we go along. Much like November, we're going to start with a movie for everyone in the family. This one legitimately all ages affair. Summer Wars. Now, this is a Hosoda film. You guys might know Boy and the Beast. You might know Girl Who Leapt Through Time. Belle, recently, the most recent film. Marai, I can't remember, but that's another one. Anyways, also famously Digimon movie. Anywho, Summer Wars is a great all ages affair, coming of age movie. Deals with a high schooler who kind of gets duped into hacking this movie's version of the Oasis, if you've seen Ready Player One, and that's just this came out in 2009, long time before. But for visual reference, okay, it's like a virtual world, right? He gets duped into helping hack it, and hijinks go on. All at the same time, he's been asked by a female associate to come and play her love interest, so to speak, for her family, who has this deep roots in the area and a lot of traditions. And it's hilarious. It's fun, wonderfully well animated, good story. The dub is actually pretty damn good. I've watched it both subtitled and dubbed. It's not that bad, not at all. I think you guys could get a kick out of it. Definitely check out Summer Wars with your whole family. It's a movie, easy to watch. Carrying on to something for the kids, something that you guys could put up. Well, I mean, it's still all ages, but this one's for the younger ones in the family. This you can put on in the background while the older kids are playing on their phones and the adults are trying to forget that they have kids. I'm joking. Cells at Work. I dig Cells at Work. My son digs Cells at Work. My wife digs Cells at Work. This is a look at the inside of the human body, where all of your cells, white blood cells, red blood cells, platelets, other immune cells, lymphatic system, like all of that are human shaped. They're would that technically be anthropomorphized? I don't know. But they're human shaped. They're humanoids, if you will. Think Dragon Ball Z in your body, fighting anything from cancer to like allergies and the common cold. It's a lot of fun. It's cute. And it's relatively educational. Like, yeah, there's exaggerations and it's not like actual microscopic looking creatures, but it does teach you a bit about your immune system, your body's healing capabilities, what germs do. And there's an even more grown version called Cells at Work Code Black, which will deal with things that maybe the kiddies shouldn't see, but the teens and older, they might be able to check out and dig Cells at Work Code Black. Speaking of the teenagers in your family, anime is a thing that's huge across all generations these days, and something that I think they might dig. And this it depends on families of who age appropriateness this is. This is Licorice Recoil. It's rated 13 plus. But there's going to be some like 10, 11, 12-year-olds that if you don't mind some violence, and some thighs, you might not mind them seeing Licorice Recoil. You have a secret organization of girls, mainly. There is a boys organization that is a counterpart to them, that help keep the peace in Japan, and they do it by secret. And two of the top agents, one who's gotten in trouble and one who just is trouble, go off and have this, do their missions. There's a bad guy in a much larger conspiracy aimed to expose the whole system, right? Wonderfully animated, a lot of fun. Voice actors did a great job. Chisato and Takina, great characters. I love this show. Like, there's parts in the story that, sure, they kind of, I don't want to say meander, but things can get a little muddled with some of the story, but the whole cast is great. Supporting cast is a lot of fun. The hacker character actually became a bit of a meme for a bit, and when you see the show, you'll know which one I'm talking about. It's a great pick. Show it to your cousins, your siblings, whoever, friends, family friends that come over to visit. Licorice Recoil, like I said, that's that young teenage, and everyone like older than that can enjoy this as well. But it's that action thing, right? It's that action thing with some cute anime girls. Have at it, right? Good stuff. Next, we're going to talk about for the romantics in your family. We have Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Also, I just call it Bunny Girl Senpai. Usually, that gets the point across for most people. This actually was something that I stumbled upon, and no, was it Christine? I think Christine watched the first episode without me, and then she's like, "No, you'll like this." I was like, "Okay." I think that's how it happened. And we watched it. And when you get to the end of the third episode, you're like, oh my God, is this just an OVA? Like, because that was a complete and amazing story. Just these first 3 episodes. And then they're like, no, man, you've got like 10 more to go. And you're like, oh my God, that's amazing. So you watch it, and it really is a lot of fun. I don't want to give too much away. Okay. There is a bit of there's a supernatural aspect to this, but it's more in the background until it isn't. And even when it is in the foreground, it's still more about the characters. The romance between the main the two main characters, the boy and the girl, Mai and God, why is his name? It's going to be right here in front of me. Jeez, Kyle. Sakta. The relationship between those two is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed watching them antagonize each other, like the way they pick on each other in a nice way, not in the like tsundere or whatever type way that you normally see, but the way two people that are really into each other can pick at each other in fun, having fun, and my wife and I even do that, right? There's also an aspect for brothers and sisters in this story, and not in a terrible terrible anime way, but in a good way. You have a brother who is taking care of his sister, and she's got a condition, and there's a lot of, like I said, good, healthy, familial love and not treatment, that's the wrong word, but love and compassion and the relationship there. So I really appreciate that. I'm a big brother to a little sister myself. My wife is a big sister to a little brother, and Brian, who does the anime thing here on Genreverse with us, is also an older sibling. So it hits on a bunch of levels, and I can't recommend it enough. So Bunny Girl Senpai. And there's also like a movie and a new series or continuation coming out. I need to look into it because I do definitely want to finish it up. And this episode's going on really long. I'm sorry, but we're going to wrap it up with something for the pervs, something for the older, over 18. Do what your grade level can handle. But this is the 18 plus crowd, all right? And this is going to test your familial ties. If you show this one to someone, Inukai, I'm joking. Do not ever watch Inukai-san's dog. That is an atrocity. No, Shimonetta. Shimonetta, a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. Yes, that is the title, and that is exactly what goes on in this world. This is ecchi. This is gross. This is grotesque. This is all about a world where essentially anything risque, anything of the prawn variety, dirty thoughts in general, all illegal, banned, outlawed, and of course that means there's a large world of it in the underground. And you'll see like magazines, old vintage nudie magazines, if you will, become prized and valued and sought after. You have a group of rebellious people that want to kind of bring the filth back to humanity, because let's face it, we all need to occasionally be able to laugh at a good dick joke, right? Shimonetta is not for the light at heart. There's a lot of really messed up things in this. Oh God, but it's funny. It's super funny. I only recommend this if you are God, I can't even think of things that like this is more ecchi, if you will, than things like Konosuba. Like Panty and Stocking was the other one that I recommended. If you were okay with that, you're okay with this. That's a good reference point, I think. If you're okay with Panty and Stocking, you'll get a kick out of Shimonetta. Again, this one is not family friendly, not kid friendly, not teen friendly. It is for the adults. So there you guys have it. 5 more recommendations.